Cape.
Oh, hi.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 11 episode chat.
Wow. So hi. It's episode 10.
I am speechless after this episode. We knew we were going into crazy town after
we got there.
The show tweeted out, like, hey guys, there's not going to be any digital dailies for the next few days because everything has gone to hell, so.
And it sure has.
Oh my god. Okay, so before we jump into that, last time, Kuzi nominated Vanessa and Santina, and we were all like, what? Because we thought not only was Vanessa not up on the block, but we were under the impression that she had safety for the week. Yeah, so then after seeing last night's episode, there was a lot of speculation that maybe Vanessa had left the game, and right at the start of this episode, Big Brother calls everybody to the living room.
House guests to the living room.
Yeah, and we find out that Vanessa has indeed left the game.
Yes.
So they didn't say why, of course.
They said respect your privacy inside and outside the house.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Her family is saying on Twitter that she left because of like a medical emergency. They said she's okay now. So I'm glad that she's doing okay. Yeah. It's such a bummer to see anybody leave for
this season has been unprecedented.
I know. Well, actually, I'm getting like some major season 8 vibes, and I got those early on, which is so weird.
Right.
But
you think they're gonna shut it down?
I mean, I hope not, because I feel like we got a pretty good thing going here.
Do we?
I mean, the way that things have been changing this week. I don't know. I want to see people get theirs, you know?
Yeah, I know.
But it's a bummer to see Vanessa leave, especially since she was such a huge catalyst for things changing this season, for the guys becoming targets. So I'm going to miss her, and I hope that she's doing okay.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
So Kuzi now has to name another nom in 1 hour.
So this will explain why we thought Hope was on the block next to Santina.
Was.
Right. So yeah, she only had an hour to figure out what she was going to do. And she knows that Hope has suggested himself as a nominee in the past.
So this would be easy because
she can tell him, look, I'm giving you a chance to play in another competition and get a dub.
She allowed him, can I trust you?
Yeah. She's always saying, he's always saying he wants to, like, get a dub, win a competition.
We also find out that Hope has been playing stupid the whole time.
Hope was, like, getting a mastermind edit in this episode.
By, like, pretending to be really dumb and,
we'll get there.
Not knowing, like, life.
We're gonna get there. But first things first, Kuzi's got some big plans for this week. She's still saying at this point that her target is Santina, but, like, she's got bigger fish to fry.
Well, it's Santina unless Santina or Hope come off the block, and then she's gonna put up Zach. Yeah.
I think that was always her backdoor target, but, you know.
She didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to spill info like that unless you know.
Because you know it's going to get back to Zach because all roads lead to Zach.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, okay.
Zach-ass.
Yeah. Of course, being tight with Daniel and Anika, Kuzi has shared her intentions with them.
Including Daniel.
Right. So
all Daniel's roads lead back to Zach because all Daniel wants to do is Zach.
I wanted to shake Daniel in this episode. Oh, it was so frustrating to watch.
Daniel, you are such a disappointment.
We saw this brief clip in the, like, beginning of this episode where Daniel and Zach were, like, wrestling on the floor. And I was just like, oh, man, here we go. Because we know.
He's boning for Zach.
Zach has been, like, queer baiting Daniel this season, and that's not okay.
It's not okay.
And that's a big part of the reason why Kuzi wants to get Zach out of here. She does not like the way that he's playing. She does not like what he's doing to her friend.
It's ick.
It is ick. So Daniel is feeling so close and loyal to Zach that he goes and talks to Kuzi, and he lets Zach know what's going on. He doesn't say you're going up or anything.
Right.
But he lets Zach know, like, oh, Kuzi's planning on putting Hope up. You didn't hear it from me.
Zach wants Renee up. She'd be so easy to get
Boy, bye. Leave Renee and her booty alone.
Yeah.
Or sorry, her bootay.
Keep her bootay off the blockade. All right.
Why does she keep saying that?
I don't know, but Kuzi, the clock is ticking. The sands of time are running out, and she has to put up her nominee, and she puts up Hope.
So Santina, who is pissed to be up on the block already, is even more pissed off now that Hope is up next to her.
Because she knows she's still going to go home against Hope.
Plus, Hope is a really strong competitor, so there's a good chance that he's going to win that veto and not her.
And not use it on her.
Right. So...
Because that would be stupid.
Yeah. So then...
Ty.
Santina is asking to talk to Kuzi, and she's like, what's going on? Just tell me straight up. Am I the target this week?
You're not the target. This is like Marathon Man all over. Is it safe? Are the jewels safe? They're so freaking safe. Well, I don't know what the jewels are.
So Kuzi's telling Santina, like, you're safe. You're not the target. Hope is the target.
Door closes. She's the target.
Yeah. Kuzi was lying to Santina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Hope tells the boys he was the fourth vote because he's feeling kind of guilty.
Yeah. Most people have figured it out at this point. But he straight up admits to them that he was the fourth vote. He's like, I knew that Rob was going to go anyway. I wanted to vote for him, blah, blah, blah.
Aw, man, send me home.
Yeah, so he's like, I just want to stay like one more week so I can get a win, and then I want to go home after that. I just need one dub, and then I can go.
He's like, I don't want to go home.
So then we find out
he's a wizard.
Well, Hope admits in the diary room, like, that's just a strategy. Like, I don't actually want to leave. I want to win this whole thing. I've been telling people that I want to leave. And honestly, this strategy is so annoying to me.
It is.
I hate when people, like, do the whole cry wolf thing. And they're like, I want to go. And then they're like, no, I don't. I want to go.
I hate it.
So, I mean, eventually it's going to catch up to you.
Yeah.
You're going to be in trouble.
Be annoyed.
Yeah. And you're going to find yourself in a situation that you can't wiggle out of because people are going to be like, I don't want to get any blood on my hands. So I'm just going to take out the person that's been saying they want to leave this whole time. So I
didn't think of that.
I don't think it's a super smart strategy. And I find it very annoying as a viewer. But in a way, it was like fun for this one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only because you hate other things more than you hate that. But you still hate that.
Yeah. So anyway.
Ty tells Hope, if you win the veto, don't use it on yourself.
Oh my God.
I'm going to need you to do something a little crazy maybe.
This is so insulting. If I was in that house and somebody told me not to use the veto on myself, are you kidding me? I would automatically be like, this is my new target. I'm going after this person.
I would roundhouse kick their head off.
Like, that's so gross and like cocky and blah, blah.
Nasty.
So then Ty goes and talks to Santino. He's like, you need to stop being so emotional. Like, you know, just be cool. I'm doing work for you. I'm going to make sure that if Hope wins the veto, he's going to use it on you.
And she was like, oh, yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot. I have to kiss your ass the entire game.
Honestly, Santina's...
My hungry guy.
Yeah. Santina's diary room here talking about how she has to basically, like, kiss the guy's ring.
It's pathetic.
It made me so sad. Ugh, I hate that we're here right now.
I know.
But also, like, she totally played into that week one. Yeah.
She totally orchestrated
She
that.
kind of set the tone there herself. It didn't have to be that way. But anyway, it's time to pick players for the veto competition.
Okay. Santina picks Anika.
Oh, is that your game piece?
It is. Oh, that's right. We don't have,
We don't have
the
the
bag
bag.
anymore.
Yeah.
We have,
They didn't have the bag last year either. Wasn't it the spinning one? Wheel of Fortune?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Santina picks Anika.
Okay, and Hope picks Zach. Yeah.
And then
Great.
Kuzi, who does not get to play, still gets to pick another competitor.
Oh, it's... Yeah, it's Ty.
Oh, God.
Great.
Look at this lineup.
The billionaire boys clubs and the whole veto comp.
Ridiculous lineup here, but it just makes me laugh knowing, like, what's coming, that Zach and Ty were in this, and, like, neither of them won. Okay, but anyway. Zach and Ty want things to happen the way they want things to happen. And if it's anything less than that, they are not going to be happy. So, Ty is all like, I want to keep Santina this week.
Right, that's their end game.
Right, they would like Renee to leave this week, which is so lame. I mean, obviously, that's what they want because they feel like, and they're correct, Renee would target them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, why would that be a good move for Kuzi?
Yeah, so they do want to save Santina, but they don't want...
They don't want to be the ones to do it.
Right, they want to get Hope to do it.
Yeah, so...
But he's on the block.
I know. So, Ty is saying, like, if he wins the veto, he wants to use it on Santina, get Santina on their side. Mm-hmm. And Zach is like, no, absolutely not. We cannot stick our necks out like that for Santina because people are going to be pissed at us for doing that. They have
a little lover's quarrel.
This had me gagging. This was hilarious.
Why are you gagging so?
It was fun to see them argue.
It was amazing.
Thank you.
So, Daniel asked Kuzi... who's the target?
Because he's worried that it's Zach. And Kuzi says straight up, Santina is the target right now, but if Santina comes off the block, then Zach will be going up, and he's the target.
Daniel is nervous. His wrestle buddy might be going home.
Again, like,
the house is going to be so boring without my Zach.
I'm so annoyed that clearly Daniel would pick Zach over
I don't know if I could vote out Zach. I just don't know.
Wake up, Daniel. Get it together.
He don't want your ween.
Zach is not your friend or your ally.
Or your lover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's time for the veto comp.
Okay. And it's a Brita commercial.
Yes, it's also $5K prize money.
On the line.
Yeah. That's attractive.
Yes, very.
I'd take that over Zach any day. All right, so you have to, you have a giant Brita filter. Mm-hmm. And you have to first put in your little charcoal balls to soak up all the nasty nasties.
Yeah.
And then you have to take your giant water cooler thing and...
collect the water that's, like, spewing out.
From the spigots.
Mm-hmm.
But they're, like,
they're moving around.
Yeah.
Are they random? Didn't seem like it. They picked up on the pattern very quickly.
They're not.
So then you gotta let that water go through the filter, blah, 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 blah. And then pour your pitcher into this big container.
Right.
Which has a little ball in it.
You know the deal.
You gotta get your water high enough so that you can retrieve the ball from the tank.
Yes.
Okay. So I just have to say right off the bat, I almost fell over when at one point... DJ Dan was like, oh, it's taking forever to fill up. Yeah. Because I thought he was talking about the Brita pitcher at first and not the big tank. Because I was like, damn, they included that in this competition.
That's so true.
It's a Brita commercial.
A Brita filter, and it would take forever to filter the water.
Maybe it's faster now. We haven't had one in a long time. But anyway, I was just like, what? But then I realized he wasn't talking about the pitcher.
All right. So
okay. So anyway.
Zach is throwing. There was 20 of those little balls. That's
Hope was like sinking him right off the bat because
Anika was doing really good too.
Hope is Mr. Basketball, but Anika was really surprising me. Good for her.
So we find out that Zach is throwing it. He's throwing it.
So not only is he claiming that he threw HOH this week, but he's also claiming that he threw this competition, which is just hilarious to me.
You know who's not throwing it? Ty.
He decided, look, there's $5,000 on the line. I'm going for it. But more importantly, I think he just wants to be, like, able to potentially save Santina here.
Yeah.
And just be like, F you and what you want to do, Kuzi, I'm doing this. Yeah. And he'll just, like, make up for it later. I'm sure that was a huge part of it.
Santina figured out the water pattern, as pretty much everybody else did, too. And she's really worried that if she doesn't win...
she's going to be in trouble.
She's going to be out. So, Hope is in the lead. Santina and Ty not too far behind.
Actually, I think Ty got to the water collection thing first.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and then Anika, and then Hope.
Mm-hmm.
But Hope was able to make up some time there. So during this competition, it was hilarious because Kuzi leans over to Renee, and she's just like,
I'm gonna put up Zach.
amazing. Loved it.
But Hope won the veto.
Oh, okay. And then he had a crazy over-the-top celebration.
I think that went on for an entire day.
I've seen people win the Super Bowl and have less of a reaction.
I'm going to Disney.
That was a lot. Like, it was too much. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
let's dial it back a little bit. I know he's excited. That's great. It's wonderful. Really happy for him. But, like, let's rein it in a little bit.
Yo, he got the dub. All right, so later on in the, I guess it was the storage room, Renee says, listen, you won the veto. Don't make a dumb move.
Those guys. I love Renee talking to Hope.
I know.
They have such a fun friendship. I really like it.
I do as well.
So, Renee knows those guys are going to be trying to get in Hope's head and tell him, like, this is what we want you to do with the veto, aka, like, not use it on yourself. So, Renee's telling him, like, please, do not do what they want. Please don't be a dummy.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
So, Kuzi asks Anika and Daniel.
Who do I put up?
Daniel says Dan. Really?
Daniel, stop.
Why didn't you just ask her to put you up?
I mean, I'm getting to that point. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Sick of this bullshit.
Let's sacrifice Daniel.
Daniel, please step it up. All right, Anika, she's on it. She's like, you got to put up Zach or Ty.
That's right.
Yes, Anika.
Get it, girl.
Thank you.
Daniel is not buying it. He thinks that this was Kuzi's plan all along, just to F up his game and him.
He's like, okay, well, you said before that Zach would only be going up if Santina was the one coming off, but, like, if Hope is going to use the veto on himself, you're still going to put up Zach?
Come on,
Daniel! Okay, so
Just
frustrating.
Stop.
Daniel's in the DR being like, I don't know if I can vote out Zach if he's up on the block. You're really going to leave Kuzi hanging like that? You're really going to choose Zach over Kuzi, Big Daddy K? Big Brother Canada icon in the making?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely. So, Ty is talking to Kuzi. Ty was freaking berating Kuzi.
This was a fraction of the conversation that we saw on the digital dailies. The digital dailies one, Ty was so much worse. So condescending, so smug, trying to tell Kuzi what she needs to do this week.
She doesn't want to put up Renee. That's so stupid.
He's all like, Renee is the move this week.
She's in a girls' alliance.
It was killing me when he was like, yeah, Kuzi's in that alliance with her. But it was killing me when he was like, everyone's expecting you to put up Renee.
No.
You gotta put up Renee. Everyone meaning you and Zach. He even tried to say, Renee's even expecting to go up.
No.
Dude, come on.
So, Kuzi wants to do a strong move.
She said, if you were HOH, you would. Honestly, I don't think he would. I think he would go for Renee and use other people to make big moves. But anyway, that's not Kuzi's game, right? She needs to make a big move here.
Ty tells Hope and Zach she's planning on putting Zach up. So
Me?
Yes, you.
That was hilarious.
Maybe you should have kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, he did tell Zach you shouldn't have been pushing so hard for Renee to be the replacement nominee because Kuzi did not like that.
So he tells Hope, Ty tells Hope that you might have to stay on the block. You might have to use your veto on Santina.
I can't. Like,
Hope feels like he's being used. Like he's also in a use-mance with Claudia as well. He's in a love triangle use-mance.
Yeah. I have to say, this DR, this like extended DR, it felt long, but it was great. We got so much out of it. Hope in the diary room. So, like,
coherent,
refreshingly honest and not scripted, and we need more of that. I feel like we've seen a bit of it throughout the season, and I'm really glad that we're getting that because that's something that we've always wanted.
Yeah. He's not a dum-dum.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about how he's not going to listen to someone telling them to use the veto on someone else. The veto
Thank
that
God,
he
because
earned.
we were getting freaking worried.
We were. But it was fantastic diary room from Hope.
But then...
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
The morning of the veto ceremony, Ty and Zach look freaking exhausted because you know they've been scrambling their asses off, and I'm so disappointed that we didn't get to see it on the digital dailies or live feeds, obviously.
Yeah.
But Ty is like, yeah, Kuzi is still leaning towards putting you up, Zach.
And I will win at all costs. I'm going to have to play dirty, and I can get somebody disqualified from the game.
Ty says, I have something on Hope that could get him disqualified. And Zach is like, oh, the letter? What?
What letter?
To me, it sounds like maybe Hope snuck in a letter from a loved one in his luggage or something, and he's like holding on to it so he can take a peek every once in a while.
I don't see how that can get you disqualified.
I mean, you're not allowed to bring in stuff like that.
They went through the luggage. That's on them.
I mean, it's definitely not good, but I'm sorry, Ty.
I don't see how that influences the game.
Ty trying to blackmail Hope like this is so nasty and gross. Like, he's really gonna snitch on Hope like that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he had this information and now he's bringing it up because he wants Hope to do something for him and he's being a little bitch because he didn't get his way. Ty just keeps finding ways to make himself worse in the game.
Yeah.
For real.
So it's time for the POV ceremony, and we're all like...
Because I wasn't sure if this was going to go down before the ceremony or what.
After, or... So Hope uses the veto on himself. And he said, this one's for you, Canada. Finally, Canada gets something.
US too.
Yeah. So Kuzi replaces Hope with Zach.
Woo! You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I was hoping...
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
It was going to be Ty.
I know. Oh my God. Wouldn't that have been sick
Zach.
if Kuzi was just like, I'm so fed up with you. Ty, sit on that block. That would have been amazing. But I'm good with Zach going up too.
Santina
like, that's something.
Was living.
Yeah, she was like...
Good for you, girl.
I mean, yeah, she feels pretty safe up there next to Zach.
But scandal rocks the house.
What?
Who's gonna be left standing?
That was pretty ominous. I mean, okay, what are the chances that, like, Hope does get disqualified? But, like, what if Ty also gets disqualified for trying to blackmail somebody like that?
That would be amazing.
I feel like...
But we'd have nobody left in the house.
Wouldn't that be, like, using production as strategy? Like, you can't do that.
What do you mean?
Like, trying to use this information, like, a rule, like, you can't have things from outside and, like, you know what I mean, to try and blackmail somebody, is wrong. It feels gross.
I would love if anybody
Keep Hope, get rid of Ty.
But
I also want to see Ty go, like, as an eviction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want somebody to have that moment of evicting him.
But I also want to see him go as a loser who couldn't even go through the system because he was a jerk.
I also worry, too, if there are any disqualifications here, that's going to be 2 people at least already leaving this week.
Yeah.
Are they going to cancel the eviction? That would put Kuzi in a terrible spot. If Zach stays, you know, after she put him up on the block.
We can't get rid of 3 people this week.
So it's pretty crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm assuming there's still not going to be a digital daily tomorrow.
I would say definitely not.
Because, like, this is too juicy. They're not giving this away for free.
The cat came down and said, what?
I know, Lammy. It's crazy. So, let us know.
What's going on over here?
Yeah.
This show's falling apart this year.
It's getting crazy. So, let us know your thoughts on all this in the comments. And join us tomorrow for more shenanigans.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
It is.
It's going to be crazy. Let us know who you want to, whose side are you on? Whose side are you on?
As much as I feel like people should not be, like, breaking the rules and bringing in stuff from the real world.
Blackmail is illegal.
I'm Team Hope here.
Yeah.
For sure.
Me too.
So, let us know what you guys think. And thank you for watching. Until next time. Much love.